and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Well, it's not often we get to say good afternoon, but here we are. Good afternoon from McKnight Park, where today we'll have the battle between Farragut and Stewart's Creek here in our first round of the state tournament on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports. I'm John Dingens, along with Brian Barrett here on the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. Looking around the county, Brian, there's not a lot of teams left, so it's going to be a quick county roundup. Let me tell you, though, about Rick's Barbecue. They serve up fresh, never frozen meat, slow smoked the old-fashioned way over real hickory wood. Whether it's pork, chicken, or beef, you'll taste the difference in every bite. And don't forget to try fan favorites like wings, slaw dogs, and loaded baked potatoes. I'm going there this afternoon. My mouth is watering. From the pit to your plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to serve up a meal you won't forget. Stop by today on Warrior Drive just off South Church Street and taste the tradition. And, Brian, just a quick update of what we've got. Two Eagleville teams in this thing.
Well, Eagleville teams, baseball and softball, make up 2/3 of the baseball and softball teams we have here. And the other is where we are right here today, right now, and that's Stewart's Creek softball. A few upsets, a few teams that went down in the sectional round, and that's what we have. So Stewart's Creek trying to get back at least to the state championship game where they finished runner-up in the state. Bring back a lot of those senior girls from last year's team that made it all the way, and looking to do the same in the same bracket as Farragut, which we're playing next, Dixon County and Lincoln County. On the other side, Munford, East Hamilton, Summit, and Maryville. So this is, I think, the loaded side of the bracket. But that's just my overall thoughts. Eagleville is playing Gordonsville, and that game starts at 4 o'clock. And these times are not that's baseball, so that's not dependent on anything starting before. Also at 4 o'clock, Eagleville will play Bradford in softball at Starplex Field 3. And there are games on every field, Starplex and McKnight, so this is the busiest day for softball.
And the most crowded.
Yes.
If you try to get a parking place, good luck. You can park in the grass fields, though. I think you can. They do have a spot for you. You might have to walk a little bit.
Yeah, today's going to be the best weather day out of all of the whole week, so get in what you can, I think, this week.
If that's the case, we probably should have played till about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I know.
All right, here are the starting lineups brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. Josh Houston and Associates. We'll go with Farragut, though they're the home team in this one. We're going to go with them first. It'll be Cameron Schrader, the shortstop, leading off. Taylor Albright will be at second base, batting second. Riley Raby will do the catching and bat third. Haley Johnson, or H.G. Johnson, how they call her, she'll bat cleanup and do the pitching. Taylor Wolfgram will be at third base, batting fifth. Jade Bugner will be the designated hitter, and she will bat sixth. Batting seventh, it's Callie Brown at first base. Deja Means will be in right field, and she'll bat eighth. Logan Jameson will be in center field, batting ninth. And Elena Ralston will be the flex player, and she'll be out in left field. For Stewart's Creek, the Red Hawks will send out Chloe Quiggle, the shortstop, batting leadoff. Lexi Pope will bat second, play left field. Jalen Stembridge will be in center field, hitting third. Samaya Sanderford will do the cleanup hitting. She'll bat, and she'll do the pitching. Jaden Brawley will be at first base, batting fifth. Addison Brawley will hit sixth and play right field. Braylee Smith will be the designated player today, and she will bat. She will play. What position do I have her down?
Designated player.
Okay, and she'll bat seventh. Elena Wilson will bat and play third base and bat eighth. Lily Fox will bat ninth and play second base. And the flex will be the catcher, Riley Willis. She usually bats, but she is being the flex. That may be some way to give her a little time off there. But it'll be Quiggle, Pope, Stenbridge, Sandifer, Brawley, Smith, Wilson, and Fox. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
John, don't you think the catching position outside of the pitcher and the catcher are the two that are it's a most taxing type of a thing?
Yeah.
And in this heat, maybe that is one way to keep her from having to just be on all the time.
In a game they played earlier this year, this is March 18th, which almost seems like an eternity ago, Stewart's Creek beat Farragut 6-0. So they have played before in their meetings. Stewart's Creek comes in 32-2-1 and 35-7 for Farragut. Now on May 24th,
that was 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Well, the other one was 2016. So only 2 meetings, and they've split. So
that doesn't tell you much,
no,
does it?
We're just right from where we started.
And I would assume both of those times, well, one was in May, so I think that was in Spring Fling, and the other was in March, and that must have been at some type of play day or something like that.
Well, and one of them was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's rather a moot point, really.
Yeah, well,
but
10 years ago.
The history of it, they're 1-1.
Correct. So that's just a brief look. I'm not sure Dixon County's record, but Lincoln County, which is in the other side of this district, they're 35-6-2. So Lincoln County plenty good. On the other side, you've got 19-15 Munford versus 29-5 East Hamilton. 17-19 Summit, which had the win over Riverdale, 7-5, is playing 30-11 Maryville. But John, as we saw last year, I'm not sure that a ton of prognosticators had Stewart's Creek reaching the championship game, but they went out and they proved it on the dirt. They're going to have to do that again, even though this year they probably come in as maybe one of the favorites to win it all.
I would think so. And, folks, we apologize if we miss any names, but we get these lineups in state tournament about 10 minutes before the game, actually, before we go on the air. So it is scribble, scrabble, and sometimes you can't make out something you've written, although you think you have. The umpires are getting ready here. They're coming out. It is about, 93, 92 degrees. We haven't hit a record, have we?
No, I don't think so.
In fact, it may be a little not quite that high because there were some clouds in the area.
91 degrees current temperature with sunshine, and every now and then the sun will go back behind a cloud. But
fairly decent breeze, though. It's not bad.
It is kind of feels like it's blowing in, but I'm not 100%. It is blowing in. The flag right behind me. John, I mentioned it earlier, the best day of the week. Listen at the rain percentages. 80% tomorrow, 85 Thursday, 85 Friday, 75 Saturday, 60 Sunday. So, I mean, there is a better than 50-50 chance of rain through Sunday in the forecast. So this is going to be
they're going to have to be innovative.
Well, yeah, that's exactly
now,
the word.
When we say 85%, we have to also say it's not supposed to be everywhere, every day. It could be scattered. But when you talk scattered, we're talking about a large area of scattered. Does that make sense?
Yes. And
it might not rain in your particular spot you're at, but it could be raining like 10 feet away, 10 yards away from you. I mean, it's that kind of crazy.
Well, and for at least 2 of the 3 teams that we're dealing with in softball, Stewart's Creek and Eagleville, they're all going to either be playing at McKnight or Starplex. And it's not going to rain at McKnight and not at Starplex because we can see Starplex from here. So if there's rain that causes problems, it's going to cause problems for the entire softball tournament, where baseball might be different because, for instance, in Single A, Eagleville is playing at Wilson Central, and the other part of the bracket in Single A is playing at Rockvale. And so maybe it's not raining in Wilson Central, but it is at Rockvale. So that's where you could have the differences.
And Rockvale's had some issues with water, retaining water.
Yes.
That might play a part in it too. But I can't complain about today, though. It's about as pretty as it can get to open it up.
The home team and away team, if you will, in state tournament play is designated by a coin flip that takes place with the person who's running the softball game and the 2 head coaches. That was done probably 30 minutes ago or so. That coin flip was won by Farragut, and they will be the home team today, so that means Stewart's Creek will bat in the top innings, and Farragut will be batting in the bottom innings, and there goes my paper that I've had for like 2 years. So I've got to go get it.
All right. Well, I think you're starting, so why don't you sit right here and be ready? I can go get it. I think you're starting this game today. Mr. Brawley took care of you. He's the most valuable player already. Our SRM Concrete Player of the Day already.
It's the one thing we didn't tape down and get ready to go. I would like to remind you, too, that on WGNS we also are keeping up with the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. They're in Conference USA tournament play starting tomorrow.
Game changer. Anybody a game changer?
I'm going to play with this little puppy that's over here beside me.
And that'll be on the air 12:15 tomorrow, airtime. They'll play Western Kentucky. You're guaranteed 2 games in the tournament. It's pool play, and then they get down to the semifinals. Then it's bracket play, single elimination is the way they handle the tournament. So that'll be tomorrow, 12:15 12:15 airtime. 12:30 will be the first pitch. If we have a game, and Stewart's Creek is scheduled to play, win or lose, at Starplex at noon tomorrow. That game will be on wgnsradio.com unless something else changes with the weather or where we can get to, or if they don't play that and they do play baseball, we're just going to try to get to as much as we possibly can. So with that said, warm-up tosses taking place with Johnson and Raby. The Admirals are in the white uniforms with silver and blue and gray.
Pretty sharp. They look pretty good.
They're the Admirals, but their logo is generally the Dallas Cowboys star.
Well, Admiral, star.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're ready for the top of the first inning.
Stewart's Creek coming out with some flash today.
They've got the red pinstripes, or the red uniforms with black pinstripes, Creek across the front. It's probably a lot cooler than the black uniforms that they have. And Chloe Quiggle is going to lead us off. And despite best efforts today between myself and Coach Fernandez, I'd hoped to get season stats, and it just didn't work out.
You all need to talk that over tonight.
Well, ready for that first pitch, and it's in there for a swinging strike, and we're underway here at 3:12. Not too bad. We'll take 12 minutes behind any day in spring fling action. Spring Fling HQ will be headed your way today, tomorrow, and Thursday as well. 0-1. This one sails outside.
I think part of that was the officials. They were still either getting refreshed or came out, because I think they were really probably ready to go close to 3, but a little bit of a delay. Not bad.
Oh, they were definitely ready to go. The teams were. The field was ready to go. Who knows where they had to park even to get here. So the count is 1-1 to Chloe Quiggle, and the pitch, this one sails upstairs. I'm sure Farragut got a good scouting report on Chloe Quiggle and the fine season that she's had at the plate. Don't want to give her too much to look at here. The pitch from Johnson on the way. Popped up. It's going to be back this way. John, you're safe, as the ball is going to fall harmlessly behind us.
Not a lot of foul territory. If you get it foul, it's any distance, it's going to be out of play.
Well, there are some differences between playing at McKnight and playing at Starplex. The pitch swung on, fouled back again. The count remains 2-2.
Well, the distance between home plate and the screen is much shorter.
Right.
It's really hard to score from third on a wild pitch, because it's going to bounce probably right back to you.
But it's all netting. The backstop is net. 2-2. This was in about the hands, and it's going to be a ball inside, so the full count now to Chloe Quiggle. The fences here, the outfield fences, there are no temporary fences here. These are true softball fields, and that is a couple of the big differences. Payoff pitch is swung on, hit into left field. Coming in is Ralston, but called off by the shortstop Schrader for out number 1. Well, it took a while to get there, but it's going to be a fly out or pop out, if you will, to the shortstop.
That ball was hit much better than what she got there.
Wind held it up, I think.
Yes, it did. It was, if it's been no wind, that might have been a double.
It is a pretty stiff wind blowing in. Here is the left-handed hitting Lexi Pope, and takes a strike on the outer half. I mean, the official is probably maybe 4 feet from us here.
He can even hear you say bad things about him.
I know, I'm not going to do that. Here's a pitch, swung on, fouled away, left side.
Well, let's just say, as long as the game's not close, you won't.
Well, I may get carried away.
Yes.
Trying to find the current wind speed is about 12 to 15 miles an hour. This one right up the middle, and it's going to get by. It goes past Johnson. Schrader ranging to her left in front of second base. Couldn't get to it, and Pope is on. And that was a solid single right up the gut. Our scorecards as well are not going to be masterpieces either, just because of the wind and everything else. Jalen Stembridge going to step in here with a runner at first. We've just started here at McKnight Field number 3. The pitch is going to be fouled away.
Oh, she had a good cut there.
One thing I can also mention, it is very dusty where we are. That's what choked me up a minute ago. Some would say, well, why don't you close your mouth? Well, it's kind of hard to do and speak. Nothing in one. Fisted this one foul over right side down the first base side.
I don't think anybody said that. I think they were probably thinking it.
I mean, the wind is definitely blowing in, and as the wind is blowing in, it's blowing that dust from the field right back this way. The gusts are maybe even up to 20. Pitch goes right side with it. They flip to second for the force out. It was the second baseman Albright, then Schrader came over to record the out. So a fielder's choice for Jalen Stembridge. And Lexi Pope forced out at second. So there are now 2 away.
You literally have to take a bath after you get home.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
A day like this.
And it kind of sticks to you because of the heat too. First pitch to Sandifer. Ooh, takes a strike inside. She had to kind of back out of the box there a little bit too.
I thought that was a little off the plate.
Would you say a little louder?
No. This is
That's it.
That's
Okay.
it. That's how I'm going to go.
Nothing in one. Stembridge at first. Top of the first, Stewart's Creek. Takes this one high to Stembridge. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Jennifer Patterson coaching at first, and the head coach, Jennifer Fernandez, down at third. The pitch to Samaya. This one low, and thinking about it was Stembridge down there. She had to dive back into home plate. Causes quite a dust up down there at first.
I'm not a weatherman, but don't you think the wind being like it is a precursor to what's to come?
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch slammed down the third base side. It's going to get into the outfield. They throw it away. And taking third and staying there is Stembridge. Down to second is Sandifer. It's going to be a single and an error. And Stewart's Creek has 2 on. That was well stroked, and then they kind of threw it around the infield, which allowed an extra base. We're going to get a runner, and that is Alea Malone, freshman, running down at second for Sandifer.
I would love to see Jaden Brawley, who's up now, get a hit, get these 2 runs in. She's had such a great career and struggled with the ACL and is back playing, so I think it'd be great.
Let's see what this brawly 5-6 hitters can do here. Ducks on the pond, takes a strike on the outer half, does the left-handed batter, senior. Two on, Stewart's Creek trying to put some pressure on early in this game. We're in the top of the first. The pitch back here and into the screen. So the count is 0-2. Jaden's got to be very careful here as Johnson gets the sign from Raby. The pitch on the way. Outside. Jaden did not bite on that one. 2 hits in the inning. Stewart's Creek has hit the ball pretty well here in the early going. The pitch. This one in the dirt. Evens the count at 2-2, and Raby kept it in front of her, and no way for Stembridge to advance from third. Stembridge is at third. At second is Malone running for Sandifer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So after being down 0-2, it's even now. And the pitch. Strike 3 called on the inner half. And that's what Johnson needed, and ends the top of the first. No runs for Stewart's Creek. There were 2 hits. There was an error in there too, and there were 2 Lady Redhawk. The bottom of the first, and it's Farragut coming up to bat on State Farm Spring Fling State Sports.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-890-0850.
Your home, your auto, together they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-898-1150 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
State Farm Prep Sports brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, along with Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. I'm having to keep things down here where I can keep them cool. Just going to have to go with it that way. I'm having a hard time doing this too. Let's see. Trying to keep up with everything here. Bottom of the first, no score, and the first pitch is in for a ball to Cameron Schrader. She is the shortstop, facing Sandifer, right-handed batter. Pitch to her, strike on the outer half. And that is a wicked mean pitch away. And if Samaya can get that one across, and it's low, it's going to be hard to hit for the Lady Admirals. Count even at 1 apiece. Pitch is swung on, foul back this way. Good Stewart's Creek contingent here. Bracket time. Eagleville is going to play here in just a few. In baseball versus Gordonsville over at Wilson Central, and also Bradford at 4 o'clock at Starplex Field 3. Ball misses on the outer half. Kind of went back to that same spot. It was a ball that time. And it's 2-2. We are at McKnight Field number 3. McKnight, that's the ball fields in front of Starplex. Starplex is right behind Sportscom. Back to the screen. I think she just got a piece of that one. At least I heard it.
I don't know, is it just me or is this the biggest crowd you've ever seen? I mean, it's one of the biggest that I've ever been around here. Maybe it's because of the time start or
now
whatever.
they're going to, I think that is the case. They're going to try to decide whether it's a ball or a strike here. I'm almost positive it was. Now they're going to say she was hit by the pitch.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, I heard it hit off of something, and that is going to be the case. So a hit by pitch, and Farragut has the first batter on. So they are utilizing all 8 fields. Oh, I guess they have 3 up there, right? One of them's a baseball field. No, it's Star. They've got 4 there, 4 here. So 8 fields, rotating times. This is the second group of 3 that will play on all these fields. Pitch high and upstairs to Taylor Albright, the second baseman.
It's a major task organizing this thing, getting everybody where they're supposed to be.
And just think, this is one sport.
Yeah, and the brackets are hard enough.
Yeah. Got all the sports going on, various locations. It takes 2 weeks now instead of 1 week and all in Murfreesboro. 1-0, this one upstairs. It's going to get by, and it's going to allow Schrader to advance to second on the wild pitch. Maybe a little nerves, not sure. Got to calm it down here a little bit.
Sometimes when you hit a batter, it kind of gives you a little bit of, I don't want to hit another one.
And behind here to Albright, 2-0. Pitch is in for a swinging strike. That looked like a little bit of a changeup right there. Took a second to get here. 2 balls, 1 strike to Albright. Riley Raby, the catcher, would be next. Our Farragut, by the way, is in Knoxville Farragut. 2-1, swing and miss. They go to third, and they have her picked off. The ball is dropped, and that's going to score a run, yes. Had her dead to rights at third, John, and then just the ball bounced, went away, and Schrader comes in to score.
I think you have to count an error on that, Brian.
Yeah.
Ball in the dirt.
I thought it was going to be a scoop there for Wilson, but it bounced in front of her, and the ground is hard as a rock. Now time called here by Albright. So Schrader comes across. They got that 1 run on a hit by pitch. Fouled back into the screen, and it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. A hit by pitch, then a wild pitch. Tried to steal third and almost had the out recorded there, but the ball gets away, and she advances to score the first run in the game. So it's Farragut 1, Stewart's Creek nothing. Second batter of the game in Albright, 2-2, lifts this one into left field, but Pope's back there, sure hands, makes the grab for out number 1. The wind is not blowing in quite as hard as it was in the top of the first for Stewart's Creek. Riley Raby is the catcher. Batter for the Lady Admirals. First pitch, a ball outside. What I was going to say about Farragut is they're from Knoxville, and our fellow broadcaster here, he's got some baseball to do, and they're at Oakland. They're close enough by. He's going to pick that game up in progress, went and set up his equipment there, and setting up here too. Pitch going to be fouled at the plate.
Well, we'd love to say we could do that at the Eagleville game, but going to Wilson Central might be a little tough.
Right, right. And he said he was using his alternate equipment here, which looks like a cell phone. So we have done all of those things. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Change up, sails in just a bit high, I guess. So it's 2-1. The clock keeper here at McKnight has a nice shady spot inside the third base dugout. 2-1, swing and a miss. Samaya blew that one by her. There's 1 away here in the inning. Stewart's Creek looking to limit the damage here. And it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. The pitch, swing and a miss. They're going to have to throw her out at first, and Willis to Brawley. Jaden recording out number 2. So it took Samaya 1 less batter to get her strikeout. 1 more to get here in the bottom of the first, and that is H.G. Johnson.
A.K.A. Haley.
Well, which is the nickname, I wonder?
I would say H.G.
Yeah. Pitch sails high. And Miss Johnson had something in her back pocket that she has to give to her coach.
It's probably like Haley something Johnson, kind of like Allie Grace Jackson.
I would say it's Haley Grace.
That might be right. That'd be a good guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, HG at the plate with a 1-0 count. Pitch is in for a strike right down Red Hawk way.
Actually, it's Hallie Johnson.
Hallie?
Yes, in fact, I remember seeing the game. I forgot, maybe it was last year. Remember that name, Hallie.
So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. There are 2 out in the inning. And now Samaya has got to ask for some clarification. Got a little mix-up on the pitch here. So she's getting that from the dugout. Checks her wristband and double checks. And the 1-1. Riser that is upstairs. 2-1 now. You win this game, you play at noon tomorrow. You lose this game, you play at noon tomorrow. Just depends on who you play and which field over at Starplex. If Stewart's Creek is lucky enough to advance past tomorrow, they would be back at McKnight for Thursday. Swung on, popped up, back this way, and out of play. John, I know that last year, part of the rain plan, we lost a full day last year. And Eagleville Baseball, for instance, played on a Saturday morning in the state championship game at Middle Tennessee Christian School. But softball got behind a day as well. It really helped us in terms of what we could broadcast. Here's the 2-2, swung on, lifted into right field, drifting back, and Fox can't get to it. And that's going to be a 2-out single. The first hit of the game off of Sandifer.
Probably, if anybody could have gotten there, it's probably the center fielder, but it's just kind of one of those in-betweeners.
And it kind of drifted away from Stembridge out there at center field. And just kind of kept carrying. That's another one that the wind kind of held up and maybe blew more toward right field than center. My point about last year was some of the tournament was actually moved to Smyrna last year, you might remember. And Cedarstone in Smyrna, the city park there, they have turf fields. And so McKnight was a loss for a whole day. And they moved the McKnight games there and got Starplex ready to go here. So we may be in for stuff like that this week. Who knows? The batter is Taylor Wolfgram.
That was an all-day rain too, wasn't it? I think one thing in our behavior, it's been really dry.
It has.
And if you can just get showers, and some break time in that, you might be okay. You might run late.
Correct.
You might have a midnight game or something, but hopefully that'll be the best case scenario.
1-0 is hard hit down the third base side, but foul by Taylor Wolfgram, the third baseman. Fifth batter here in the inning. There's been a hit batter and a single, and a run scored by Farragut. Pope has to go all the way to the far corner of the fence here on the left field side to get to that foul ball. It just kept carrying. The bounces here are really high, I've noticed too, on this hard infield. It's just, like John said, so dry. This one popped up in the infield. Sandifer called off by Jaden Brawley, and that is out number 3. Right there at the pitcher circle. Farragut gets 1 run. There was a hit, there was a hit batter, and there was 1 left. We have completed 1 inning of play, and it's Farragut over Stewart's Creek 1-0. Going to the second for the Creek when we come back.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game today brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Alex Williams, located at 403 St. Clair Street. State Farm Agent Alex Williams, 615-898-1150. That's AlexWilliamsInsurance.com.
Top of the second inning. Stewart's Creek will bring up 6, 7, and 8 hitters here. So it's going to be Addison Brawley to lead it off. Addison, the sophomore, the younger of the Brawley sisters. Then it's Braylee Smith, the DP, and Elena Wilson, the first 3 to face Johnson here in her second inning of work. And the first pitch is a swinging strike. Let's see, Johnson, HG. Nothing in 1 to Addison. This one a bit high and draws a few grumbles from the Farragut faithful. 1 ball, 1 strike, your count. I'm really thanking that cloud right there. Another ball outside. The clouds are white and puffy, except those that are a little darker. More clouds certainly mean, and the wind, some changes weather-wise on the way. Strike on the inner half, right about the knees. Takes the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes to Addison Brawley. The pitch to the sophomore on the way, fouled back into the screen, so she stays alive. A lot of seniors on this Stewart's Creek team of Jennifer and Jennifer. The coaching staff of Fernandez and Patterson. They've been together for several years now. Pitch fouled back into the screen. And Addison battling here. There is a game that's going on all 4 fields here. 15 feet, maybe a little more than that, right behind us, and to the left too. This one hit foul down the left field side.
Foul balls everywhere.
Addison getting in her hacks here. The number of people that chose to sit in the stands, they've got a little bit of shade. There's not much shade unless there's cloud cover for those who have brought their lawn chairs. Change up, sails high and outside, tried to make her chase one, and the count goes full. And Addison Brawley is making H.G. Johnson work for it out there.
They put those canopies up several years ago, but used to be no canopies, nothing.
Right. That's at here and at Starplex. The payoff pitch, fouled back into the screen again. This will be the 99th pitch thrown here to Brawley, it seems.
Usually when that happens, it's either a strikeout or a walk on this 3-2 pitch.
And she's fouled off at least one with the full count. This one hit right to short. Schrader up with it. Can she beat it out? No. Throw over to first base. And the first baseman, Brown, making the catch over there for out number one. So a ground out to short retires Addison Brawley. And Braylee Smith is the designated player today. Right-handed batter. First pitch, she's on it and fouls it down the first base side, hooking foul. That one was carried by the wind, thankfully, out of the field to play. So Brown really didn't have a play over there at first. It's 1-0 Farragut here. Top of the second. The pitch is a ball inside. Our umpire is making sure that he tells the Admirals or whoever's pitching, the pitcher and the catcher, where the ball is, whether it's low, inside, what it is. And that's one outside. Johnson has had pretty good control. She's worked the entire plate, though, that's for sure.
Both teams taking a lot of pitches, though a lot of 3-2 counts.
Yep.
A lot of foul balls.
And there's one that sails high and outside.
I mean, we're in the second inning. I feel like we've already played 3.
Well, this is a 3-1 count. Addison Brawley, like I said, feels like she fouled off 99. The pitch, swung on, lifted into center field, and it drops. Playing it on the hop is Jamison out there just shy of dead away center field, and it's a one-out hit for Smith. Third hit of the game.
I think Jamison had a chance at that one, but I think the wind maybe it fooled her a little bit, and she kind of stopped right at this last second and dropped out in front of her for a base hit. Good for Stewart's Creek.
That brings up Elena Wilson, the senior third baseman. Long, lanky Elena Wilson takes a strike on the outside corner. John, Elena's got to be what, 6'2", 6'3"?
She's taller than me, so she's 5'10".
She looks like
5'11".
it. Maybe it's just the thinness.
No, she's pretty tall. I'd say she's close to 6 foot. I don't know. I would measure you up against her, but the older you get, the shorter you get.
Yeah. 5'11" now. I have lost about a total inch. 0-2. Pops this one right side and in foul territory.
We all do when you get older. I've lost an inch. I hate to say it, but I'm 5'8" now. I'm not 5'9".
Happens to the best of us, I guess. 0-2 is the count to Wilson. Takes that one upstairs. I don't know how she laid off of that, but kind of let her high. She has dug herself into a rut here at home plate. Got good footing, ready for the 1-2. Sends it right field and in deep foul territory, and it actually winds its way up over the fence and out of play. That one, another one that the wind kind of carried out. The wind was blowing from the other direction. That might have stayed in the field of play. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Elena. This one about let her high again. So she's battled back now to a 2 ball, 2 strike count. At first base is Braylee Smith. Trying to get her down in scoring position. Creek down 1-0 here. Top of the second and the pitch. Fouled this one into the screen. At this rate, a 5 o'clock game to start here is going to be next to impossible. We started at 12 after 3. Here's the pitch. Little nubber to first. They're going to throw to second. To Smith. Wilson. And there are 2 away now.
That was a good play over there by Brown. She had to not only backhand it, then she turned with her momentum to get the runner at second. Really nice play.
Lily Fox is the last hope here in this inning for the Lady Redhawks. Top of the second, rather.
The best number 9 hitter I've ever seen. Well, she went 4 for 4 one night. We watched her.
Yep. And here's a solid shot to short, but they're going to flip it to second to force out Wilson. And that is going to end the inning. No runs for Stewart's Creek. There was 1 hit and 1 left. We have completed 1.5, going to the bottom of the second with Stewart's Creek trailing Farragut 1-0 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Game day is coming, and are you ready to represent the Blue Raiders? At Raider Tees, we've got the largest selection of officially licensed Middle Tennessee gear in town. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, even tailgating essentials. You name it, we've got it. No more searching through random stores. Everything you need is right here at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS. Get game day ready at Raider Tees. Bigger, better, and go blue.
If I had to rate the office of John Day,
I would definitely give him a 5-star rating.
a 20 stars.
Probably like 100 stars. John Day's office was wonderful.
They are caring.
Call the law offices of John Day.
I would recommend them to everyone.
Over 1,000 times a year, a lawyer refers someone who needs help in a personal injury or wrongful death case to us because we treat every referral in a timely, professional way. Trust the lawyers other lawyers trust. Trust the law offices of John Day.
To prep softball.
Our game today is brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, and Middle Tennessee Christian School. Going to the, bottom of the second?
Bottom of the second. Right now, Farragut enjoying a 1-0 lead, and we hope after this inning it stays that way and get the Creek bats back out there. Samaya Sandifer back out for her second inning of work to face 6, 7, and 8 hitters, and this one misses on the outer half to Jade Buckner. Jade, the DP, then it's Callie Brown, the first baseman, and Deja Means, the right fielder. And now Sandifer wants to talk with Willis. And I think that's a pitch that Samaya really wants to make sure she gets across. So maybe set her up a little bit more inside. I don't know what that was about. But those two have to be in sync for things to work right. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch going to be fisted up to the second baseman, Fox, for a little pop out. That's more like it. Only took 2 pitches that time. to record the first out here at the bottom of the second. Farragut came in with a fine record of 35-7, 33-2-1 for Stewart's Creek. The pitch upstairs to Callie Brown. Their second loss was in the region finals. That forced them to go on the road. And they went on the road and got a sectional win. Riverdale beat them. And Riverdale lost in a home game to Summit, who's playing on the field right next door. Here's a pop right back to the mound or the pitcher circle, but Sandifer can't come up with it cleanly. I think it was off her leg, actually. There's time called here, and they're going to let Coach Fernandez go out and just make sure that she's okay. Samaya says she is. The umpire stepped right in front of me, so I don't know. It was off of her leg somewhere, I think.
It was. It hit it off her shin.
So Coach Fernandez uses this opportunity to have a few more words for Willis and Sandifer. So Brown is at first. And the batter is Deja Means. This pitch upstairs. Don't know, John, that there's any other way to score that but a single.
Correct. It was well hit.
Sandifer has gotten behind once again, and now Means steps out. There's a lot of that in games, too, as you had mentioned. Maybe that was in our break, but there's a strike in. See if I can find this particular game on the old game changer. 1 ball and 1 strike is your count. And the pitch on the way outside. Willis with a great grab that keep Brown over at first. So the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. This pitch, one on a missed.
Got that one up inside on her a little bit, jammed her. She went for it, swung and missed.
So that takes us to a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Sandifer kicks and fires it up there. This is going to be popped up foul. First base side, not a play. So the count will remain 2-2 to Means. Runner at first is Brown with the infield single. Sandifer checking the wristband. Now comes set. And the pitch. Went up about letter high to strike her out. Second strikeout of the game for Samaya. 1 more to get to strand Brown at first. 1-0 Stewart's Creek. The charter bus industry gets a good workout this week. Batter is Logan Jameson and takes a strike. Left-handed batter. First time in just the last few batters that Sandifer is going to work from ahead in the count.
Wilson in, thinking she may bunt.
She's in about halfway to the pitcher circle. This one is high, and what a grab by Willis. behind the plate. Brown had taken a few steps towards second. And if that even bounces off of the screen here, she's at second easily, I think. 1-1, the pitch. Took something off of that one and got it across for strike number 2. Sandifer struggled just a little bit with Buckner. And once she and Willis have gotten kind of dialed in here, she's been in a pretty good spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Upstairs. That one was a riser that was coming in the sweet spot. Jamison did not offer. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at first, and it's a 1-0 Farragut lead. Pitch is on the way. Just did get a piece of it. Just poked the bat out there, actually. Don't know if that would have been a strike called or not across the outside of the plate to the left-handed batter. Doesn't matter, we'll do the 2-2 again. Bottom of the second inning. Sandifer shaking her head no, and now strike 3 called on the outer half. Back-to-back strikeouts is going to be the way Sandifer ends this second. And a big lift to the Lady Redhawks here. No runs, there was a hit and 1 left. We move to the top of the third. It's still 1-0 Farragut over Stewart's Creek. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Renters. When you combine State Farm, auto, and renters insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and renters insurance to help you save. Call me 615-895-2700.
You've changed thousands of diapers, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. You do anything to protect your kids. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and it's important to protect them with life insurance. I can make it easy and affordable for you to protect your family.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
This half inning brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. And State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give him a call at 615-873-1700. He'll talk to you. Sure will.
Well, John, it's back to the top of the order here, so everybody has seen Johnson for the first time. It's let's get the hit machine going here for the Creek. Down 1-0. And Quiggle takes a ball on the first pitch. She popped up to the shortstop. Only 1 strikeout for Johnson through the first 9 batters. So Stewart's Creek has 3 hits as well in that time. There's a foul ball.
Hit the end of her bat.
I think it also maybe hit the umpire.
Yes, it did.
So he's working off that stinger and gives a thumbs up to the first base umpire. Raby went out to talk with Johnson and now asked if she's okay.
Well, he even thanked her.
Asked, yeah.
Thanked her for giving him that little time.
Well, it must not have been a foul ball. It's 2-0 on the scoreboard here. And there takes a strike, and Chloe not happy with that. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, so it is 1-2.
Whatever we saw hit, it had to be the bat or him.
Yeah. Well, it was definitely the bat and then him.
So the board's wrong?
Yes. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, now we're even. despite the scoreboard saying 3-0. I heard him say 1-2, and that would make it 2-2. Chloe knows. So does Raby and Johnson. The pitch swung on. Shot too short, deep in the hole, and not going to beat it out. Ball's going to get by, and Quiggle's going to stay right there at first. Schrader did all she could with that, John, but it was hit away from her.
Well, I think that's how you're going to have to approach it. Ground balls in the hole, going to be much more effective today than trying to hit something deep in the outfield, because I just think the wind will bring it right back in.
So Lexi Pope here, she's 1 for 1, her second at bat here. Shows bunt. Just did get a piece of it. Coach Fernandez flashing signs to both her as well as Quiggle. So they both know what Lexi is going to attempt to do. The 0-1 fouled back into the screen. Tried to get that down to bunt it down the third base side. Coach Fernandez with some encouragement down there at third. The sun's back out. Clouds have moved away. 0-2 fouled back into the screen. That one was upstairs, and she was definitely swinging at that just to get another pitch. Another 0-2 sails high. Laid off of that one. So both Johnson is at the back of the pitcher circle, and Pope stepped out of the box. Now Pope back in, and it's 1-2. Way inside. Count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tying run is at first here, and a 1-0 Farragut lead. Top of the third inning. Creek at bat. Chased after a low one there, and it is the second strikeout for Johnson. First time she's retired Pope. Jalen Stembridge, the batter. Stembridge reached on a fielder's choice and got all the way to third. That was the biggest threat in the first inning that the Creek had. She takes a strike on the inner half. Stembridge goes back to pick up a fistful of dirt, swings it to the turf. This one upstairs to even it at 1 apiece.
Well, you can dry these fields, but when it's this dry,
yeah,
you wet them down. It doesn't. About 10 minutes later, it's just back to where it was.
1 ball and 1 strike. Fouled back into the screen. Every time it hits the screen, there's a big plume of brown mist. That is the dirt that's collected. It just flies into the face of everybody sitting right behind the plate, around the infield. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Stembridge. This pitch high. Great grab there by Raby. Holds Quiggle down there at first. Got to respect Chloe on the base pads. If you don't, she'll make you pay. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson toes the rubber. The pitch right up the middle. Going to go right side and booted by Albright. Quiggle is headed to third, and she is in sliding. They're going to throw the ball to third, and that's going to allow Stembridge to get to second base. Runners at second and third, just one out. And Stewart's Creek's got something cooking here in the top of the third.
One of those cases where the second baseman looking for that double play and took her head eye off the ball. It knocked off her glove into the outfield. Then there was another error from the throw in. That'd be E9. E4, E9. So Stewart's Creek got something cooking.
Second and third, just one out for Samaya Sandifer.
And this is who you want up.
Samaya, a little check swing, takes a ball. They're going to appeal, and did she go? She did not. So it's a 1-0 count to Sandifer, who singled just last inning. She has one of the Stewart's Creek 4 hits now. Pitch, strike on the outside corner, and Samaya's body language tells you all you need to know about that.
This is a big at bat here because you've got a 50-50 of scoring a run here. You strike out or you don't move them over, then that goes down considerably.
The pitch hit right side, and it's going to get down. 1 run is in, and is the go-ahead run in? Yes, it is. Creek up 2-1. 2 RBI single, Samaya Sandifer. The error comes back to bite Farragut.
I love the way she went. Didn't try to do too much of that. Just kind of drilled it over into right field, went away. The ball was outside. She took it that way. Got a runner for her, too. I don't know who it is.
I would say that may be Malone. If it's 30, it is. It's Alayla Malone, the freshman, who's going to come in to run. But, boy, what a clutch hit by Samaya Sandifer. 5th hit of the game. And put Stewart's Creek up in this one now, 2-1. Top of the third, a long way to go, but John, you set it up perfectly. Sandifer used that 50-50 shot she had to deliver.
Well, she had to go up there. She had to go up there swinging because her bat is so valuable. And here's another one that's got a bat that's valuable too.
That's Jaden Brawley. He's got Sandifer at first. It's time to go get some more. Just one out here in the inning. Inside for a ball. See how Johnson reacts to this as well. That was just hit right over Albright's head. That Sandifer hit to the right side. 1-0, fouled back into the screen. Evens things up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Big, heavy brace on that right knee for Jaden Brawley. Going to have some surgery in the postseason. Outside for a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. But her dad talked to us the last game we were at Stewart's Creek and was talking about, you know. Doctor said she really couldn't do any more damage than was done. Comes inside with this one, and 3 balls and a strike is the count to Jaden Brawley. Stewart's Creek has just taken a 2-1 lead here in this one after trailing 1-0. Two-base error was really big in this inning as well. This one going to be popped up left side. It's Ralston drifting under it and makes the grab. Just got under that one, did Jaden Brawley. There are 2 away here in the inning. So Addison Brawley, who fouled off just shy of 100 pitches her last at bat before grounding out, steps up here. She led off the second. Takes a ball outside and high. left-handed batter. Wind still briskly blowing in here on field 3. Pitch. It's up, the umpire tells us. John, it depends on which field you're on here, too, whether it's blowing in or out.
Right.
So, I mean, it's really luck of the draw. Two balls, no strikes to Addison Brawley. Fouls this one back. Sophomore in Addison Brawley. Jaden, the first baseman, is her older sister. She's a senior. That's what's kind of weird about seniors, too. Here's a 2-1 first. Fouled away, left side, not a play. These girls have already graduated. They're already out of school for all intents and purposes. But still get to wear the uniform here. And are one of the state's final 8 here in Class 4A softball, trying to go as far as they can here in this tournament. This one is sent right side. Pretty deep for Albright. Makes the throw to first and going to get her by a half a step. Almost beat it out, but not quite. That's going to end the top of the third here, but not before Stewart's Creek gets 2 runs and takes the lead on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 left. Let's move to the bottom of the third inning. It's now Stewart's Creek 2, Farragut 1 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
This half inning brought to you by Rutherford County Schools, Innovative Pathways, award-winning athletics. That's a commitment to every student. Rutherford County Schools is preparing the next generation for success in college and beyond. Explore the programs and schools defining the RCS difference at schools, rcschools.net.
Bottom of the third inning, 2-1. Stewart's Creek on top. And Farragut's top of the order. Camden Schrader to lead things off here. Sandifer through 2 innings. Giving up 2 hits, struck out 3, and hit a batter. Good control so far. And there's a strike in there for a 1-1 count. It has been a hot day. It is a hot day. Got to drink plenty of water on days like today. Fouled back.
Yeah, I almost brought the old cooler out today. Some beverages in it.
Might not have
Figured
been a bad
one
idea.
game we can survive, but
we're out in the elements today. Tomorrow we'll be at Starplex. 1-2, sails high. Way high, actually. So our vantage point is right behind, I am right behind home plate. Probably 12 feet, something like that. This one outside for a ball, and the count is full. Schrader was hit by a pitch. She was wound up scoring the lone run for the Lady Ads. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. That is 3 strikeouts in a row dating back to last inning and the 4th of the game for Samaya Sandifer. She's really starting to settle in here. See how she does with Taylor Albright. Flied out to left back in the first inning. It's the top of the order here for the Lady Admirals. Popped it up right side. It's going to be out of play. Make that left side, not right side. When you're behind the plate and you're looking at the batter, she's to your left, but she's a right-handed batter. So sometimes I get my lefts and rights mixed up. 0-1 to Albright. Lifts this one into deep left field. Pope drifts back and now comes back in to get under it. Just a few feet from the foul line for out number 2. Could use an easy inning here. Riley Raby was the first strikeout victim of 4 so far for Sandifer. She's going to step in here. And a strike called on the outside corner is a good way to get started here. Lady Admirals from Knoxville and the Lady Redhawks from Smyrna's Stewart's Creek. The 0-1 way outside. I know this is back-to-back for Stewart's Creek. I don't think it's 3 in a row, but it might be. I can't remember, honestly. State tournament appearances. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike on the inner half, and boy, Raby was not happy. It was in about the hands. So it's a 1-2 count to Riley Raby. And the pitch from Sandifer. Trying to get her to chase one outside. Even at 2 apiece. I have a feeling we might be really wishing for some sun come Thursday or so. Maybe even tomorrow or so. 2-2. Jammed her up, fouled this one back. Todd Harris says it is 3 trips in a row.
I thought it was. Wasn't for sure. I didn't want to speak too soon.
Got all the way to the championship game last year, of course. Finished runner-up, 2-2. In the dirt, so the count goes full. It is a sun and sweat drenched afternoon here from McKnight Park. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Raby. Sent into center field and making the grab is Stembridge. Pretty well hit, but right at Stembridge in center field, and it is a 1-2-3 third for Stewart's Creek. No runs, no hits, no one left on. A strikeout in there for Sandifer. We go to the 4th with Stewart's Creek leading Farragut 2-1 on State Farm Prep Sports coverage of Spring Fling softball.
We're at Rick's Barbecue talking with Anne-Marie Brentz, who says they're ready to feed your entire crew with the family pack.
It's a pound of pork or any of our pulled meats, and then you get 2 16-ounce sides, and then you get a bag of chips, which are plain or barbecue, and then the buns come with it, and then you get one of our drink choices, which is either a 2-liter of one of our sodas or a half-gallon of one of our teas.
And don't forget the famous Rick's Loaded Baked Potato.
That's the biggest potato you can get. They're right at 2 pounds.
Let Rick's Barbecue do the cooking, 212 Warrior Drive.
Experience matters, but so does change. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I spent 28 years serving and protecting our county. I've seen what works, and I've seen what needs to be better. When elected, I'm not looking to keep things the same. I'm ready to bring positive change to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Servant leadership, transparency, I'm committed to making this county safer for every family. Together, we can build a sheriff's office that really sets the standards.
Kenneth Barrett as Rutherford County Sheriff is a leader you can count on.
I'd love to earn your vote. Let's make Rutherford County the best it can be. Vote Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff.
Agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Softball.
This half inning brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, Franklin's Print Works, and State Farm Prep Sports presents SRM Concrete, also locally grown, nationally known. You call, we haul. Listen to each pregame and postgame show for the SRM Concrete Solid Performer.
Riley Willis is going to bat in the spot where we have Braylee Smith. She's the designated player and Willis the flex, so she can come in and bat in this spot, and she will lead off this fourth inning. Stewart's Creek leading 2-1. Top of the fourth. So Willis is first at bat here in this game. First pitch swung on, popped up right side, drifting back is Albright to make the catch. Popped out to the second baseman. So that brings Elena Wilson up to the plate. Reached on a fielder's choice, was forced out at second. Back in the second inning. Stewart's Creek has had a hit in every inning so far. And here's one hit to the right side, and it's Albright making another grab, so 2 pitches, 2 outs. This was a ground out to the second baseman. So it's going to take some 2-out magic if Stewart's Creek's going to put something across here in the fourth inning. Farragut won the coin toss to decide who's home and who's away, and of course they're the home team. First pitch is a strike to Lily Fox.
I'd like to get an insurance run or two in the next couple of innings.
And that's going to be all up to you unless Fox can come through here and keep the inning going here. Ball outside to even it at 1 apiece. H.G. Johnson toes the rubber. This one fouled at the plate and bounces to the third base dugout. Stewart's Creek will be playing tomorrow at noon. This one fouled down the right field side. Gets off the net. Just depends on what happens. They'll either, with a win, play at noon on field 2 or play on field 4 over at Starplex tomorrow. We don't even want to think about that one. Here's a hard hit ball right over the shortstop Schrader's head. It's going to hit up against the fence, and standing at second with a double is Lily Fox, as John has proclaimed the best 9-hole hitter around.
It's like having another leadoff hitter. Her first at bat, she hit a sharp grounder to short. This time, she drilled that thing in left field in the wind.
So a hit every inning continues here for Stewart's Creek so far, and that takes us back to the top of the order here. Quiggle is 1 for 2. This one is outside for a ball.
It would be really good to get this run in with 2 out.
Boy, wouldn't it?
And if she singles, I think Fox will be sent.
Here's the pitch. Popped up back this way and over our heads, and going to hit harmlessly behind us. There are some people sunbathing here today.
I am. You want me to take my shirt off?
So's Jeff over here.
You want me to take my shirt off?
Yeah. No.
I can.
I've seen enough skin. I'm about to throw up. Strike on the outer half to Quiggle, who just looks on in disappointment. Now walks out of the box, talking to herself. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second and Fox. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Shallow. And Schrader's going to make the catch over there close to the second base bag. And just a little pop up there to the shortstop ends the Siegel threat here in the 4th. No runs. There was a hit, a double by Fox, and she was left stranded. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 2-1 Stewart's Creek over Farragut on State Farm Prep Sports.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. It's smart to protect them together to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-873-1700 and let me help you by combining your home and auto.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Well, welcome back. This half inning is brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna, 199 Eden Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. That's Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683.
Well, Samaya Sandifer has spaced 3 over the minimum, 4 strikeouts. And she has struck out 3 of the last 5 batters. This one going to be hit right at Quiggle. The throw over for out number 1. Jaden Brawley making a quick catch over there, and that was not easy for Chloe at third. Short.
Quick release on that throw, and Johnson runs pretty well, but she made that look easy.
Taylor Wolfgram, or Wolfgram probably, third baseman. I know that Sandifer made quick work of Farragut in the 3rd. Ball outside to Wolfgram. It's 1-0 to her. Johnson had one of the 2 hits off of Sandifer before just being retired for Wolfgram now. The 1-0 slapped right between short and third, and it's going to get down for a single. So that's the 3rd hit. And John, that was right between Quiggle and Wilson, and they were both kind of going in different directions there. Nobody could really make a stab at it even.
That was a C&I single right there. Hit them where they ain't.
Better straighten up. James Evans is here. Is he going to call off schools tomorrow? No, probably not. Here's the pitch. Nobody better, if anybody comes to say hello to us, they always get on the air, don't they?
He must have heard that ad we had for Rutherford County Schools
really?
and just came up here.
You want to run it back over there so we can run it? Where was it? Was one more there?
No, one more. There it is.
1 ball, no strikes to Buckner. Pitch is upstairs.
Didn't he have an anniversary here not too long ago? 50 years at Rutherford County Schools. How many years has he been there?
Close.
50?
Yeah.
It feels like 50, doesn't it?
Every day feels like 50, I'd imagine. Oh. It's not a job many people are clamoring for, I would think. 2 balls, no strikes to Jade Buckner. Runner at first is Wolfram, and this pitch is low, and a nice dig out there by Willis.
I meant to ask him if he's in the same office that he's always been in. I don't know. He may have gotten a bigger office.
Oh.
I don't know.
Have you been called to the office?
No, I haven't. I don't think I've been there since I retired. Love to see him, but hey.
3-0 upstairs, and it is a one-out walk now. That's the first one. Didn't want to see that.
First walk of the game by anybody.
Yep. There's been a hit batter, but Buckner reaches, and so, John, that puts the tying run in scoring position. So going to settle it down here hopefully a little bit, and Coach Fernandez is going to come out and have a little conversation with Samaya. Now the entire infield comes in to speak just a little bit on how they want to play this. Of course, you got two on. You got double play possibilities here as well. So the brief conference is over.
Well, this is one confident little batter coming up here, Callie Brown.
Yep.
She singled back in the second. She gives everybody a handshake and says, I'm going to deliver this run. We certainly hope not. But
Junior Alina Ralston is running at first for Buckner, by the way. So the biggest threat since the first for Farragut. Hit to left field. It's going to drop. And we're about to be tied, I think. No, a great throw in. She is out at home. Didn't think she had a chance at being thrown out. And Wolfram is out at home plate. What a throw in by Lexi Pope from all the way out near the fence. That was something else. Ralston running for Buckner is at third. And Coach Nick Green is arguing here, but his argument's not going to work.
I think he was thinking she may have juggled that catch for a second. I don't know. But one way or other, it was a great play, both ends. You see a kid barreling in on you, and you make a grab, make the tag. Great throw.
Great throw by Pope.
But now she's
great
not
out from Willis.
She's not your everyday left fielder either.
That's true. So Deja Means.
She probably could play center, out right, whatever.
Deja Means is the batter, so there are two away now.
Her momentum took her the other way, though. That's what was amazing, how she got something on that throw.
1 ball, no strikes. Foul back. Brown is at second. Brown went to second after the hit. That would have been the tying run that was called out at the home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Means, and the pitch swung on, hit to deep left field. Going back. Pope in foul territory. What a grab. Lexi Pope flashing the leather. Wowee. No runs. 2 hits. 2 left. We've completed 4. Stewart's Creek leads 2-1 over Farragut. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
If I had to rate the office of
of John Day?
I would definitely give them a 5-star rating.
A 20 stars.
Probably like 100 stars. John Day's office was wonderful.
They are caring.
Call the law offices of John Day.
I would recommend them to everyone.
Over 1,000 times a year, a lawyer refers someone who needs help in a personal injury or wrongful death case to us because we treat every referral in a timely, professional way. Trust the lawyers other lawyers trust. Trust the law offices of John Day.
Well, in addition to Dana Womack, we've got Andy Womack along with Alex Williams, Emerson Williams, Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves. They bring you State Farm Prep Sports. John, I don't think my heart can take it anymore, so I'm going to hand it over to you. It's 2-1 Stewart's Creek.
I thought you almost lost it there.
I did too. Boy, it sounded like it.
The wind wasn't blowing. That one might have been out of here, Brian. That was too close for comfort. We're going to the top of the 5th here, and Stewart's Creek going to send up Pope, Stembridge, and Sandifer, first 3. 2-1, Stewart's Creek still leading.
The hero is at the plate.
She sure is. She made a great throw and a great catch. And as usual, when that happens, they lead off the inning. It's amazing how many times that happens. Left-handed batter, the pitch. Swung on, popped back to the screen, 0-1.
She made the throw in that struck down what would have been the tying run. And then the next batter, the hardest hit ball of the game, that both you and I thought were out of here.
Swung on, another little popper that goes over to the left side, past Fernandez, Coach Fernandez, and it's no balls, 2 strikes.
And that ball got there in a hurry, and she got there in a hurry, and the ball was drifting away from her out there, and still got to it in foul territory for the 3rd out.
Johnson's pitch, outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That had to take a little bit out of you if you're an Admiral. Thought you had that, had a run at least. But not the case. 2-1 Stewart's Creek. The pitch swung on, drilled to right center field. This ball is off the wall. They're going to hold her at second. That was well hit. What can Lexi Pope do? She's doing it all.
I honestly thought for a minute that one had a chance to get out.
Well, I never saw it because the 6'4" umpire got right in front of it, but I knew it was hit. And it brings up Stembridge, who has reached on a fielder's choice, reached on an error, and scored. She scored the 2nd run of the game. So a good start here for Stewart's Creek here in the 5th. Pope at 2nd with nobody out. Let's see if Stembridge tries to get her to 3rd. And she bunts, and it's a strike. She indeed was bunting to try to get her to 3rd. Wants the 3rd baseman to come in.
Well, when you said, you know, it would take a little something out of you, not only the tying run, but what could have been the go-ahead run, and none of that happens. And then, yeah.
Bunting, and it's bunted foul.
See if that does affect the Lady Admirals at all.
So Stembridge trying to get her to 3rd, but right now having a little difficulty. Steps back in there. Let's see if she's still bunting. I think she's going to swing away. She does, and swings it foul down the 3rd base line. 2 strikes on her. I think it was already 2 strikes. The scoreboard said 0-1, but it was 0-2.
They have gotten behind a couple of times, but it's really hard from where they are to even see the umpire. So,
no balls, 2 strikes. Pope down to 2nd. Stewart's Creek batting in the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck her out. And Johnson, that is her 3rd strikeout. And there's one away in the inning, and that brings up Sandifer, the hitting star so far, 2 for 2. 2 singles and 2 RBIs in the game. That 2-run single gave him the lead back in the 3rd inning. So Johnson in here with a one out now. The pitch swung on, swinging at the first pitch, fouls it out of play. Brown goes as far as she can go, but runs out of real estate. And it's 0-1. Getting toward the end of the afternoon here. But it's still hot.
Yes.
0-1 pitch. Swung on. Grounder to short. And it's bobbled. And I'm not sure, but I was thinking they may have had a little interference there. But she didn't run into the path or anything, so I guess not. I thought
Pope actually,
Farragut coach would be out there.
I thought for sure he would, but he did not make any argument.
That's going to be E6. So a
Schrader,
couple of errors have hurt them today, too.
Yeah, that'd be the third one. Pope ran kind of in front of Schrader right as she was getting ready to make that ground ball catch.
Here's a line drive, foul down the first base line, just foul. Malone is running at first for Sandifer. It's 0-1 to Jaden Brawley. She's popped up and struck out 0 for 2.
No, Jaden's due, and this is a great spot for it.
Got ducks on the pond, as they say. Runners at first and third. Only one out. The pitch. Swung on. This should get her home. They go to second for one and can't get the double play. A run scores. RBI for Brawley. That goes 4-3, but give her an RBI. Scoring on the play is Pope. She was going to score with her speed easily. Force out at second. Jaden is there at first on a fielder's choice. So 1 on, 2 out. Pitch is high, but a run is in. Brian, it's 3-1.
Well, that's nice to get that little bit of breathing room here, and still an opportunity for Addison Brawley.
She is grounded to second, grounded to short. The pitch. Strike called right down the middle.
Addison is due for a hit. Stewart's Creek has had a hit in every inning. And the last 2 hits have been doubles. You got to get those doubles in.
Pitch, change up in there for a strike. 0-2.
Failed to do that last inning.
2 out, 3-1 Stewart's Creek. We're in the top half of the 5th. The wind in the pitch, high. Ball and 2 strikes.
John, they scored 2 runs in the third. The leadoff person had a hit. Got a run here so far in the 5th. The leadoff person had a hit. Leadoff batters are really big.
And a swing and a miss and a strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Johnson, but not before they get 1 run. That's Stewart's Creek, that is. 1 run, there was 1 error, and 1 left. That was a big double by Pope. And we are going now to the bottom of the 5th. Stewart's Creek leading 3-1 here over Farragut.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
Hey, it's Brian. I want to tell you about my bank, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. You know, in a world that's changing, replacing local with global, personal contact with a screen, and human expertise with AI, I'm happy that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is here in Murfreesboro with real experts that will show up to get the job done. 2 locations on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game brought to you in part by Sir Pizza. They sponsor our Game and Coaches Show podcast that you can find at wgnssports.com or wherever you listen to audio, regular season games. We've got some video there for you too, and you can find the Big G TV channel and kind of got kind of a playlist for all the schools, so you can find all of that on Big G TV, and it's brought to you by Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard.
Stewart's Creek has increased their lead now to 3-1, and it'll be the 9-1 and 2 hitters for the Admirals. Logan Jamison, left-handed hitter, struck out her first time up. Everybody comes in expecting the bunt or a drag bunt. Pitch, swung on, swinging away, and fouled it back to the screen, 0-1. Beautiful afternoon here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee at McKnight Field. Home of the state tournament, the 2026 state tournament. We can't say it's going to be that good tomorrow, but you never know. The 0-1 pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The wind has died a little in the last half an inning or so. One ball, 1 strike. Sandifer with the wind and the pitch. High. 2-1.
John, Dixon County in the top of the 5th leads Lincoln County 14-5. And so if Stewart's Creek holds on to win this game, they would face Dixon County tomorrow, if that score holds as well. That one's in the top of the 5th.
Pitch is high. What our neighbors to the northwest, Dixon County.
Also on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, Eagleville 9, Bradford nothing. Woo. And that's in the top of the 3rd. Well, the Lady Eagles, they had some shot in the arm here recently. Postseason has been all Eagleville.
They're hitting the ball. They're going for their 2nd straight, correct?
And third in the last 4 years.
Eagleville baseball, and they're almost a dynasty. I hate to say that, but they pull this one off this year, both of them. There's a ball and a leadoff walk on the 3-2 count. So Jamison is on and has really good speed. Second walk by Sandifer. So that brings up the top of the order. Cameron Schrader struck out and reached on a hit by pitch, and she scored the first run of the game. The pitch. Strike called right down the middle.
John Kendrick is 1 for 2 today.
She's been exploding off the bat, I'm telling you. Having a great year.
They got hits all fluty.
0-1 pitch. Swung on, shot past the third baseman down the left field line. And Jamison's going to hold there as Pope really got over there in a hurry. I don't know how she got that ball in and held her to a single, but she did. Big play there, but something cooking here for Farragut here in the 5th.
Well, nobody out. And the meat of the order, John, this is an all-important inning here for the Lady Redhawks. Davenport, by the way, has driven in 3 of the 9 runs on 1 hit. It just says hit, so I don't know. It could have been a homer. It was a Davenport homer.
Here's the pitch, and Albright tries to bunt it and bunts it foul.
Walker and Flutie both with doubles, and the homer by Davenport over in that game. 9-0 Eagleville so far.
Yeah, their regular season wasn't like overwhelming, but man, toward the end of the last quarter of their season, they have been playing as well as anybody. Here's the pitch. Bunts it. Wilson has it, scoops it up, throws the first, but they get the tying runs to second and third. Nice bunt by Albright. Couldn't ask for it to better. Brought the third baseman over to field it. So now tying runs at second and third. So the big batter here is Riley Raby. Struck out and flied out to center. Big bat coming up, and then Johnson, the third and fourth hitters. It's people that if you're Farragut, you want up.
Eagleville baseball leads 2-0, top of the third in baseball as well, and that's being played at Wilson Central.
Pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. Who's pitching for Eagleville today, does it say?
I can look.
One ball, no strikes. Sandifer in a little bit of a jam here. Wind, and here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back. Now the play that Pope did on the throw to home looks even bigger and bigger. That insurance run looks pretty good too.
Gleason is pitching.
All right. 3-1 here. Stewart's Creek leading. It's in jeopardy. Sandifer with a 1-1 count. Looks into Willis. Now she's ready to pitch. Low. 2 balls and a strike. She'll pitch carefully to her, even if it means a walk. It doesn't get any easier as Johnson's up next. It's been a good game. 2 balls and a strike. Sandifer looks over to Coach Fernandez. We're ready. 2-1. Strike 2 called. That was just a little bit closer to the inside than the other one. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
She's flirted with that outside of the plate quite a bit this afternoon.
She would love a strikeout here. Everybody's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, took something off with a breaking pitch, and it's a strikeout and a huge one in this game. Strikeout number 5 for Sandifer. And that comes at a great time. Now the final hope for Farragut will be H.G. Johnson, the opposing pitcher. 2 out, 2 on. A single, the ball well both times. Number 24 stands in there. Sandifer ready for the pitch. Strike called right down the middle, 0-1. Stewart's Creek crowd going nuts over here as they're hoping Samaya can get out of this jam. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, that almost hit her. They're going to send somebody home. She's out. What a play, and what a great job of Sandifer covering home. She saw that runner coming home from third. Inning over.
Wow.
2 big defensive plays by Stewart's Creek in this game. No runs, a hit, a walk. They strand 2. We played 5. Stewart's Creek 3, Farragut 1.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game brought to you in part by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. Celeste Middleton, 2,700. And when our game is done, we will go from here to Spring Fling HQ for a wrap-up. They'll take you to 6 o'clock. So that's kind of what we've got coming up here. And right now, Stewart's Creek clinging to a 3-1 lead, John. We're in the top of the 6th.
And they're going to bring up Willis, Wilson, and Fox, the first three. Stewart's Creek, and Willis takes a strike. Willis started the game with a flex, but she has taken Smith's place in the batting order.
She's led off twice, the 4th and now the 6th.
The wind in the pitch. Swung on, shot to third. Bobbled a little bit, but it doesn't cost them. She gets her by a step. Wolfram bobbled that just momentarily, but it was hit pretty well, so she had enough time to retire Willis. 5-3 on the put out, and brings up Elena Wilson. Reached on a fielder's choice and grounded to second. She's 0 for 2 today. One out here in the 6th. The wind in the pitch. Strike called. Right down to Jarnett. 0-1.
DeJarnett's been busy today.
I'm dreading the long walk to the car.
I'll drive you over.
Oh, yeah, you parked kind of
illegally.
Grounder through the hole and a base hit. Well, she kept flirting over there that way, and she finally got it. Single for Wilson. She's on it first with one out. Every run is big here. Anything you can accumulate after a 2-run lead will be big.
Now 6 of the 9 Lady Redhawks have hits in the game, including this young lady.
We have left some runners on. If you want to look at anything negative, we have left a few runners on.
That'd be 6
today. Here's Lily Fox, doubled and grounded to short. 1 for 2. Pitch, grounder to the first baseman. No one to pitch it to. She beats it out. The second baseman didn't get over there in time as Brown looked and had to wait for a second. But in all fairness, Jamison, that's a long grade to cover to get to first. Infield hit for Fox. Runners at first and second now with one out.
John Todd Harris reminded me that you might remember Fox last year in that state tournament run hit 500 for the tournament.
She's one of my favorite players,
yep.
I can tell you that.
Well, she's 2 for 3 today.
Here's Quiggle. Popped up, singled. She is 1 for 3.
Johnson did not want to see her on it, but 2 out.
Swings at the first pitch, pops it up. Who's got it? And say drop it. And the bases are going to be loaded. Did anybody even touch that ball? I was blocked.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't know who, because there were 3 of them around it, and it just fell right between them.
Well, we're going to give Quiggle a single. How's that?
Okay.
Bases are loaded. And just like that, a big opportunity here. And I think he's saying infield fly rule, but that there's no way.
Well, no.
Well, you say no, but I saw it happen against St. Louis and Atlanta. And Simmons.
I mean, they ran into each other out there in the grass.
Again.
I get you.
Makes me remember that play like it was yesterday. Bobby Cox last year. Should have won that game.
That was in that play-in game, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a playoff, yeah.
Playoff game.
Yeah. Had to win, yeah.
It was a one-game thing.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I'm glad they did away with that. 3-1 here, Stewart's Creek threatening. Pitch is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Lexi Pope, double, struck out, single, 2 for 3, 1 great catch, 1 great throw.
I'll take another hit right here.
1-0 pitch. Reached out and popped that one, but it's foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnson off the rubber, or off the mound anyway. Off the rubber.
She is in a full-blown jam here, John. Just one out.
I'd say this is a pickle. The pitch. Changed up and fouled away. Wolfram ran into Wilson, but she's standing on the bag. That's perfectly legal. No balls, 2 strikes. Johnson gets back on the rubber, and the pitch. Swung on, base hit, center field. 1 run in. Wilson's going to score. They hold up at home, a third. Ball got away. Probably could have centered, but better safe than sorry. Single RBI for Pope.
4 hits in a row.
And with 1 out, the bases are still juiced. Wilson scores. Going to third is Fox. Quiggles at second. Pope with the RBI is at first. Bases still loaded, and here's Stembridge. 4-1, Stewart's Creek. Chance to put this game on ice, really. The pitch, high, 1 ball, no strikes.
Stembridge is, well, she's been flirting with one today. She's hit the ball 2 out of her 3 at bats. Still looking for that first hit.
Pitch is a strike called on the inside corner.
It was a fielder's choice and reached on an error, and a strikeout for her.
1 ball, 1 strike. She was going for the sports comm building on that last swing and miss she had. Pitch is outside. 2-1, no place to put her. Sandifer on deck.
I would take Johnson's first walk of the day.
I just got a feeling Stembridge isn't going up there for a walk, but we'll see. 2-1. The pitch. Swung on, foul back.
Doesn't appear to be.
Nope. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That theory is a moot point.
Okay.
I mean, most people, I just think Stembridge's going to hit the ball.
She's fouled off so many that nobody has a softball left.
2-2 the count. And the pitch. Swung on. Shot to third. Got to go to first. Doesn't go anywhere.
Wow.
Base hit. Run scores. They have 1 little bit of hesitation. It wasn't hit that fast anyway, or hard. And Stembridge just beat it out. Another run is in. It's 5-1. Bases still loaded. And this is a situation you don't want to get into.
That was a shock right there. It did take a second to get there, but she easily had a play to first. But it was the indecision that cost Wolfram out there.
Give Stembridge an RBI on the play. And here's Sandifer. 5-1. Well, let's just go ahead and hit a grand slam. What do you think?
Well, put it on out.
The pitch. Low ball, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 runs are in on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Everybody's had a hit.
5 straight hits.
Willis made the first out, but other than that, everybody's been on. The pitch. Swung on. High pop to the shortstop. And that is an infield fly rule. And there's 2 away. Don't you think she was going for it there?
Yeah.
I do too. Here's Brawley. Grounded to second her last time up, got an RBI. Popped up and struck out.
All right, Jaden.
Bases are still loaded. And the pitch. Popped up out of play. 0-1. The funny thing, after these last 5 hits, nobody's wanting to walk. Everybody's wanting.
Yeah, no.
They want in on the action here. Quiggle at third. Pope at second. Stembridge at first. The pitch. Little blooper in the shallow right. And it's caught on a nice play out there by Means. That was a tough play.
Yeah, it was.
But quite an inning for the Redhawks. They get 2 runs on 5 hits. They strand 3. That's the negative part. But other than that, we're selling along here. leading 5-1 after 5 1/2. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Well, yeah, I'll be right there.
It takes all of us to power a community, both in plain sight and behind the scenes. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
West Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
Our game today brought to you in part by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, along with Dr. Automotive. Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update, 5-1, Stewart's Creek over Farragut. Dixon County 14-5, top of the 6th. And Eagleville now leads in softball, bottom of the 3rd, 14-0 over Bradford. And I'll get you a baseball score here in just a second.
Here it's 5-1. Stewart's Creek's added 2 more runs. We go to the 6th. And a little bloop into shallow right center field, and it drops in for a base hit. Johnson with a single. Only two more innings here for Farragut, so they've got to get something going in this inning. Brings up Wolfram.
And let's see. In baseball, 2-0 Eagleville, top of the 4th. So Eagles holding on to a 2-0 lead out there.
Well, both teams haven't given up a run yet. That's good. 5-1 here, Stewart's Creek. Line in the pitch. Looped into right, another base hit. So back-to-back singles here in the 6th.
Well, we don't want them to do what Stewart's Creek just did to them.
And it brings up Jade Buckner, who's popped up and walked. Well, nobody's quitting. Farragut certainly isn't quitting in this game.
You might remember last time Wolfram was up, she got on. She's got 2 hits today. And she was thrown out at home by Lexi Pope's great throw, and Willis is just mowing her down at home plate.
The pitch high. Stewart's Creek hangs on with this win. You're going to look back at those 2 plays as really, really big.
Well, at the time, that would have been the tying run. And then Pope ends the 4th inning threat. Ball that was the hardest hit ball of the game so far.
The wind in the pitch. High. And it's 2-0. Another bad, 2 more bad ones loads them up. I don't want to see that at all. Sandiford gets a sign from Fernandez. 2-0 pitch. Bring it in there, Samaya. Swung on. Fly ball, right field. Catch is made, 1 out. Runners have to hold at first and second. So 1 out, that's a big out. And brings up Callie Brown, 2 singles.
Well, no matter what happens in this game, Stewart's Creek plays at noon tomorrow.
Here's the pitch from Sandiford. High ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
So for those who want to come out and maybe see a game tomorrow, it'll be at Starplex. It just depends on which field, what happens in this game, what happens with the other game that's going on with Dixon County leading Lincoln County. Stewart's Creek has already played Dixon County this year and got the win earlier in the year.
1-0 swung on, foul back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brown steps back in there. Sandifer ready. Now the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Took a little something off that one. She did not follow the bait. Two balls and a strike. DeWine in the pitch. Swung on, drilled into center field, a base hit. Here comes the play to the plate, and this one's wide. They had a shot. Well, the run is in. Brown delivers a single and an RBI for her. And it's 5-3, make that 5-2, excuse me. I'm not liking the way this inning is progressing here. Here's Means, who just missed a home run her first time or second time up, and she struck out.
Callie Brown's 3 for 3 now.
I told you she was a player. She just
looks it, doesn't she?
Plays first base, and she's not even 5'1", 5'2". Pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Base is empty. Jamison would follow. 5-2, Stewart's Creek. We need an out. I'm not really caring about the run. Just get an out. The pitch. Swung on, foul back. Braves lost a player to injury today, Drake Baldwin.
That's not good.
Quad. They've had their share of those. 0-1 the count. Means back in there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, a little changeup.
Oh, that one's right at the shins. I'll take another one just like that.
I just got the weather forecast from many of our affiliates. Widespread rain tomorrow.
Yeah.
I thought they could word that a little better. The pitch. Swung on, liner into third. Did they get her? Double play. What a play by Wilson. Woo! Line drive, step on the bag, and they got her back, and the inning is over. I tell you what, Farragut's been a little snake bit today, but we'll take it. Stewart's Creek leads at 5-2 as we go to the 7th.
Pizza. You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carryout or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Softball.
Well, say hello to good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack on South Church Street. That's out between where the Farm Credit used to be and the post office, just down from the radio station, as a matter of fact. State Farm Agent Dana Womack, 615-900-0877. We also say thanks to our friends at JHA Company, Rutherford County Schools, Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, and Las Casas Feed Supply. John, I wouldn't mind another run or two just to be safe, you know.
Oh, definitely. That was a very active 6th inning. Stewart's Creek got 2, and then Farragut came back with 1. Top of the 7th. Addison Brawley, the batter. The pitch to her is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Brawley, Willis, and Wilson trying to plate across an insurance run. You know it's hot when your headphones sweat. There's a line drive into left field, and it's a single. Leadoff hit for Brawley. And that's another hit off Johnson, who has given up her fair share.
That's the 13th hit.
Brings up Willis. 0 for 2, bunting. Braves and Marlins are tied 4-4. It's in the 7th. Nothing comes easy for the Atlanta Braves. Here's the wind and the pitch. Bunted right in front of the plate. Going to take a tough play. They get her. Willis with a nice sacrifice bunt. And going down to second will be Brawley. Brings up Elena Wilson, who made that tremendous play in the top half of this inning, or I should say the bottom half of the last inning, for the double play.
Unassisted DP.
Winding the pitch. Strike called to her. Elena, a right-handed batter. She's 1 for 3. She singled and scored, grounded to second, and she reached on a fielder's choice. Johnson from the rubber, the pitch. Swung, shot to short. Long throw by Schrader is good. Down, throw down to third. It gets by for a second. They do not get the runner. And nice hustle there by Brawley. So 60 feet away is the 6th run for Stewart's Creek. And here is Lily Fox. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this run's scoring.
With Fox at the plate?
Yeah, I'm just going to say it's going to score. The pitch. Swung on, foul back. I'm putting a lot of faith in Lily Fox. She's 2 for 3. She scored a run. The wind in the pitch. Swung on. Oh, back to the mound. And that's going to do it. Maybe I jinxed her. Hope not. There goes pitcher to first. And the inning is over. No runs. There was a single and one left stranded. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, we got a Hold'em Creek. It's 5-2. Stewart's Creek leads over Farragut.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutoRepair.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Auctions are easy, fast, and profitable.
I've always been a big fan of auctions. Get instant sale, no contingencies.
That means the sale of your property won't depend on an inspection, financing, or appraisals.
I've known the guys over there my entire life.
Call Parks Auction and Realty or visit parksauction.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Clark's Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Told it to you, 27.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Softball.
This half inning brought to you by Rutherford County Schools, where education goes beyond the classroom through innovative career pathways and award-winning academics. Students are gaining the skills needed for college and future careers. That is the RCS difference. Discover the opportunities at rcschools.net.
We're going now to the bottom of the 7th, last hope for Farragut. And it'll be the bottom of the order. That's Logan Jameson, then go to the top with Schrader and Albright. Samaya Sandiford needs 3 outs. The wind and the pitch from the right-hander is high. A ball, 1 ball, no strikes. A little scary in the 6th. We hope not to have that kind of scare here in the 7th. 5-2 Stewart's Creek. Eagleville baseball winning right now. Eagleville softball winning right now. So all the news is good up to this point. The pitch. High. 2-0. Don't want to get her on. She can fly. And I guarantee you, she is looking for a walk.
They just need base runners.
The wind, and here's the pitch. Low, 3-0. I'll have to say, Logan Jamison, pretty hard to pitch to. She is very, very tiny, small.
A little vertically challenged.
Looks like she's in the 4th grade. What are you talking about? Here's the pitch. Walked her on 4 pitches. Got to regroup here.
Third walk.
Yep. And going to bring up Cameron Schrader. Singled, struck out, and reached on an error. It was hit by a pitch. She's 1 for 2. So it's the top of the order with nobody out and a runner at first.
Top of the 5th, Eagleville baseball up now 3-0 over Gordonsville.
Pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. I believe Gleason is a carryover from the pitching staff from last
Brody
year.
Gleason.
Yeah.
They're in the top of the 7th with Dixon County leading 14-5. Eagleville is up 16-1.
Dixon County's leading who?
Lincoln County.
Okay.
14-5.
Ball gets away, and a runner is going to go down to second. 2 balls, no strikes. So Sandiford lost the strike zone here for a second, and Coach Fernandez is going to go out and talk, which gives us a chance to talk about our friends over at Ideas Tees, Brian. They're such, always on top of things.
Well, they're the place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items. If you need anything put on tees, polos, hats, you name it, they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. That's at Ideas Tees, 111 East MTCS Road. That is right across the street from Middle Tennessee Christian School. IdeasTees.com, and don't forget to stop by Raider Tees and get all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise right there.
I get a drink of dust water. I'm ready to go.
Eagleville 16-1, bottom of the 4th over Bradford in softball. So that gets you up to date on the local scoreboard. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard.
Here's the pitch. Low. It's 3-0. Now that's 7 straight balls. Just need to get an out, Samaya. I would think she'll be taking. Here's the pitch. There's a strike, 3-1. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's taken again. Three balls, 1 strike, a runner at second, nobody out. The pitch. High, she walked her. That one floated outside. Runners at first and second with nobody out. And it's getting worse here. Taylor Albright, the second baseman, the number 2 hitter, flied out twice and had a sacrifice bunt. This game has had a lot of base runners.
Yes. We may be seeing a change here. We are, John. And we're going to see a pitching change, and it's going to be Bailey Brown, I think.
All right, we'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back here. It's 5-2. Stewart's Creek leading here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
Whether you have a quarter acre or several, Las Casas Feed Supply has premium feeds and dog foods you can't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
Plus, every Saturday morning they have a local producer-only farmers market with fresh vegetables, beef, pork, and more.
Customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
Experience matters, but so does change. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I spent 28 years serving and protecting our county. I've seen what works, and I've seen what needs to be better. When elected, I'm not looking to keep things the same. I'm ready to bring positive change to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Servant leadership, transparency, I'm committed to making this county safer for every family. Together, we can build a sheriff's office that really sets the standards.
Kenneth Barrett as Rutherford County Sheriff is a leader you can count on.
I'd love to earn your vote. Let's make Rutherford County the best it can be. Vote Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff.
You're listening to Prep Softball.
Okay, here we go. Sandifer's moved to third. Bailey Brown is the new pitcher, a freshman, Brian tells me. And she's left-handed, and she's going to be facing Albright, Raby, and Johnson. So Wilson, I think, is out of the game. I don't see her. Yeah, I think she's out of the game.
Willis. Oh, Wilson, yes.
Here's the wind and the pitch. High, 1 ball, no strikes. So Bailey Brown comes in here with a very tough situation.
First things first, John, we need an out.
Yes. You get 3 of them, nobody scores. Even if somebody does score, it's okay. Brown. The wind and the pitch. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. She can throw a little heat, can't she?
She's really tall, too.
1 ball, 1 strike. She's even taller than Sandifer, isn't she?
Yes. Looks like it from here.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Oh, trying to hurry him up a little bit. The pitch. A bouncer over the middle. And what a play. They're going to go home. They're going to get her too. Game's over. No, safe.
Oh, wow. I thought Willis had her for sure.
I think now, I want to make sure they called her out. I couldn't see the umpire. But what happened was
Fox with a stretch. Was it Quiggle or Fox?
I think it was, I don't know. I think maybe Fox. Stretched out, got that grounder, tipped her foot on the bag. So they get that out. Runner goes to, runner at first on a fielder's choice. So it's just a fielder's choice. But the RBI does score.
And coming home was Jamison.
Right.
For run number 3.
Runner at first, so there we go. We did give up a run, but we did get an out. Pitch is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
So instead of runners at first and third, you got a runner at first. The runner at first was out at second, and the runner at second wound up coming home. Or the runner at third wound up coming home to score.
The pitch of Raby. Another play right up, same place. And Quiggle steps on the bag, dives for it, and puts her glove hand on the bag for out number 2.
What a play by Quiggle.
Those are 2 back-to-back. The Farragut coach, I think he feels like he's snake bit. So Albright, Raby becomes a runner at first. Albright is forced out. And they're 2 away.
Well, I tell you what.
Defense has won the game for
Oh
them
my
today.
gosh, you took the words right out of my mouth.
She dove to her left and had the forethought to go and step on that bag with her glove. The ball was in her glove hand and made the tag at the bag. 2 out. Strike called, 0-1. There is a runner at first. That is not Raby. That is Lefevre. No. I don't know. I thought it was 8, but it's not. 2 out. Maybe I won't have to worry about it. The pitch. High. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's really hard to see the numbers on the front, and she has hair down to her waist. It's 8 or 9.
Let's say 9.
Houston Camden.
Okay. It's a 1-1 count to Johnson. Pitch is inside and low. 2-1. I don't know if Chloe Quiggle's going to have a strawberry tonight, but she might after that dive. Two out, we're 1 out away to advancing to the winner's bracket. Defense all over the place for Stewart's Creek today. The 2-1. Line drive to first. Brawley's got it, and the game is over. Final score, Stewart's Creek 5, Farragut 3. A hard-fought game, but the defense shined, particularly in the 4th, the 6th, and the 7th. We'll be back. Prentice Allsup Heating Air post-game show due up next. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-890-0850 and let me save you money and time.
With service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams. Give me a call at 615-898-1150 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
The final whistle has blown. Now it's time to break down all the action on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Stats, highlights, scores, everything you need to relive tonight's action. Brought to you by Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. From heating to cooling, they service all major brands and often provide same-day service. Their Rheem Pro team is dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable in every season. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your hometown comfort pros on West College Street. Now back to the primetime sports team to wrap up tonight's action.
Welcome back. I can't describe how good the defense looked for Stewart's Creek today as they went at 5-3. It just goes to show you, Brian, you need more than base hits sometimes. It may take some good defense. And we are going to first look with this 5-3 win at our SRM Concrete Performer. And we had probably, 8 choices to make tonight?
Yes, a bunch.
But we decided on Lexi Pope. And Lexi went 3 for 4 with an RBI, scored a run, and not only that, she threw out a runner coming home, which at that time was extremely crucial play.
It would have been the tying run at 2-2 if that run scored. And then 2 batters later, John, she catches a fly ball to deep left field that was maybe the hardest hit ball of the game. And those 2 plays, and that ended the inning. And those were 2 really, really, really big plays in this game defensively. And again, 3 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. And
one
also
of those
made a
was
great
catch out there in foul territory, too.
That was the one I was talking about, that 2 plays later after that throw home, that ended the inning and ended any threat and didn't allow them to score. We could be looking at a much different outcome had those 2 things not happened.
Lexi Pope, your SRM Concrete solid performer, locally grown, nationally known. That's SRM Concrete. Our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. I think you mentioned a couple of them, but I think it happened in the 4th, the 6th, and the 7th. Pope's throw home, Brian, and we had the play at third by Wilson, stepping on the bag, and then Quiggle became a human vacuum cleaner at shortstop in the 7th. And Fox made the play, I think, on the tag. So just tremendous defense. Tax laws can be complex, so it's smart to get expert help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, as well as financial and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 615-890-2233 or check out craigstaxservice.com. And if you've missed part of the game, you can always head to wgnssports.com. We're always there, and you can click on the Sir Pizza podcast button to listen, watch, or download. You can also check the archives for past games. If you had one 3 years ago, you can find it. Don't forget, you can order your favorite pizza online. Visit sirpizzatn.com for carry-out or delivery. And better yet, download their app to start earning reward points. Find Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. All right, I've done my part. I'm done. What a game. But we've got more to come here on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. As Brian's going to wrap it up with some stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
All right, that and your scoreboard straight ahead here. First of all, stats. Sandifer, 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, 8 hits, struck out 5, walked 4, hit 1 batter. And while walking the last 2 batters of the game, Brown came in relief and did her job today. Cameron Schrader was 1 for 2 on the afternoon for the Lady Admirals. Also walked and was hit by a pitch. An RBI for Taylor Albright, 2 for 4 for the pitcher H.G. Johnson with a run scored, 2 for 3 for Taylor Wolfgram, and 3 for 3 for Callie Brown, who was just dynamite at the plate and an RBI. Now for Stewart's Creek, this will take a minute. Let me give you Johnson's line first. Her 7 innings, 5 runs, 13 hits, no walks. Let's see, 4 strikeouts, no hit batters. So that was Johnson's line. The hits were just really her undoing today. And hits all up and down the lineup. Chloe Quiggle, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Lexi Pope, 3 for 4 with a run scored and a run driven in, and had a double and 2 singles. 1 for 4 for Jalen Stimbridge, a run scored and an RBI. 2 for 4, a couple of singles for Samaya Sandifer with 2 runs driven in. An RBI for Jaden Brawley. 1 for 4 for Addison Brawley. 1 for 4 for Elena Wilson with a run scored. And 2 for 4 with a single and a double for Lily Fox. A run scored, and a great day for Lily Fox. And that's a look at your scoring. Our final here today is 5-3. Did I get that right? Yeah, 5-3. So Stewart's Creek moves on. They will face Dixon County. Dixon County won 14-5 today, and they will play Dixon County on Field 2 at noon tomorrow, weather permitting. So that's tomorrow, Field 2 at Starplex, not here at McKnight. Also, Eagleville, it's still just the top of the 5th inning, but Eagleville is up 18-1. Top of the 5th.
About over, isn't
in
it?
softball. Probably the bottom of the inning, I would say. That one will be over. And let me look over here at baseball and update here for Eagleville baseball. Eagleville baseball, oh no, what happened? Hold on just a second. Let me get back to that place. It's kind of hard to see here in the sun. Eagleville baseball right now leading 3-0, bottom of the 5th. That's at Wilson Central. Eagleville Eagles up 3-0. We'll get some scores for you. You got about 20 minutes of Spring Fling HQ coming up. And then, of course, tomorrow we've got Middle Tennessee baseball, Spring Fling HQ, Spring Fling coverage, whatever we can get in.